Hey everybody, Bobby G back for the next episode of me playing through Contraption Maker. If you remember from the last episode, we just got finished up with Toolman Tim, which, my memory serves me correct, served more of a challenge than probably it should have, but, well, every couple levels I seem to get a little stuck. But, oh well, that's the name of the game, so we're just going to keep on moving over to Steve the Crocodile, the next tutorial puzzle. We're making our way through it. Steve the Crocodile is hungry. Feed him a tasty mouse. Well, that doesn't feel like the best thing to do, but what are you gonna do, I guess? Well, the first thing that comes to mind is to just kind of hook up this here and see what happens. Not quite. Not quite. Okay, so somehow I have to... Okay, what happens if he just falls? Nothing much. Alright. Oh. I can just make this bigger. Well, that certainly makes everything a lot easier, doesn't it? Alright, well, let's do that then. See, some of these things I don't quite realize are adjustable until it's a little too late. And okay, apparently I didn't quite line it up correctly, so maybe another try or two, and our alligator buddy will unceremoniously consume our little mouse friend. At least it's just a cartoon. Alright, Dozer is a soft, cuddly trampoline. A soft, cuddly trampoline, yeah. That'll eat anything. Feed him a bowling ball. Okay. Well, there's obviously some anti-gravity shenaniganry going on here. So why don't we hook up these pipes and just hit play, perhaps? Okay. Just one of those where you match the left-hand side with the right-hand side. Not a big deal. So his back side seems to act as a trampoline, but his front side is more of a vacuum cleaner, I would say, ladies and gentlemen. Help Tinker cut his leash and get home. Tinker, I guess the dog. We have a bone. Okay, and this seems like another one of those where if the dog, or if the creature, sees something worthwhile ahead of itself, it'll just walk to its death, if that needs to be the case. So, let's see here. Need to get him to cut his leash. How am I going to do that? What does this do? Not much, I guess. Does this do anything? Oh, it did. Okay. And then what's he supposed to do? Get home? I guess get home. Although I'm not sure what the balloon is all about just yet. Maybe it's just going to serve as a bit of a momentum giver? No, not really. Not quite. If the balloon gives the darn soccer ball just enough momentum, it should roll off to the left-hand side. Like so? Yes. And now... Oh. Perhaps what? Perhaps the bone is what needs to be the so-called catalyst, as it were. Not quite, though. He gets to this side and he gets a little bored. He just stares at the wall and that's it. I think the food would, or maybe the bone is the one that should be Maybe the bone is what should be on the floor. And yes, that is exactly it. The ball didn't really have to roll off to the left-hand side at all. And our little friend has made it back home. If a part has Tim's face on it, that means only he can use it. Use the special parts to help the Tinkers get back home. What are these Tinkers? Is that just... Oh, the dogs. Okay, I got it. Let's speed up the old puzzle here. Well, one of them got home just fine. So, well, why don't we mirror everything that's going on? This seems to be a dog whistle. And this seems to be a ball. Just kind of the throw for the dog, I guess. So the ball on the bottom here has to obviously activate the hamster wheel. One way or another. There we go. No big deal. That one was kind of silly. Probably just introducing the two mechanics there. Turn both Toolman Tims into zombies. What? Oh man. Well, just when you think you're gonna play a game without zombies. Apparently they just throw zombies at you, and well, they get in a bit of a tussle, and then they turn into zombies themselves. Well, now I've seen everything, ladies and gentlemen. Zombie Tim is very fragile. Use the lasers to stop him from reaching the house. Whoa, he is very fragile. Look at them explode with no problem whatsoever. Alright, well, can we swap our laser to this side? Yes, we can. At least seemingly so. And this zombie's going to turn the laser on. And he's fragile enough that he fell to his doom in the process, and we saved the residences. Zombies love brains even more than Tim. Well, that's good. Use the brain parts to distract the zombies and get the Tims, to safety. I guess no matter what goes on, everyone is named Tim. Alright, I got it. Let's speed up the puzzle. And let's just see what happened there. It's okay. If Tim can use the brains to distract, so that seems to be all there is there. Zombies will ignore the Tim for one pass, basically. So, okay. And, oh, no, that's not the end of the zombies. I still see them down there. Lots of cool new stuff is... No. Tim is being chased by a couple of mountain zombies. Roll the snowball down the hill, make it big enough to blah blah blah. Take care of the problem, basically. So, alright, well that's no problem, I guess, because all it has to do is roll down the hill and... and the mountain zombies, just like that, turn into snow zombies. I'd like a little more snow in my life here in the video game world. Use drips from melting snowballs to get Milton his cheese. Alright, Milton. We can do that for you, buddy. We can do that for you indeed. The dripping water is going to turn on this lever, and Milton gets his cheese just like that. Easy peasy. And we're back to our buddy Waldo. Doesn't like to walk. Use the sled to get him and his clone off the right side of the screen. Alright, well, call me silly, but this one looks pretty easy. All I did was mirror the bottom and hook up a rope. I don't mind watching a cat sled on some snow. That's actually pretty funny. When Tim touches his sled, he will ride on it until he stops. Get a Tim into each house. Alright, well, let's just see. Tim's gonna ride on his sled. A little physics action. Okay. So, Yet again, no big deal. Get the Tim up top of Sled. They'll both ride to glory and home. I like these snow mechanics, even though these tutorials are quite easy so far. Get the basketball into the box. Alright, well I feel like we've done something similar to this not too long ago, but there's obviously going to be something more to it this time. And I'm guessing you can just put some wall wherever you need it. Just like that, folks. The ball gets in. Little trampoline action. Get the bowling ball into the loading zone. Alright. Bowling ball into the loading zone. Well, that doesn't seem so bad, I guess. We just need both of these balls to basically roll down the hill. This one to roll down, hit the lever, and this one will roll over there. Doesn't seem so bad, except it didn't work. Ah. Yet again. Veritably duped, ladies and gentlemen, by the switching of the different lengths of conveyor belt, which I always seem to forget. Milton can't remember where his mouse hole is. Help him get back home. Milton, we will do just that for you, buddy. I feel very bad that you're away from your mouse home. However, this cat is going to have something to say about it. Oh. Okay. Well, that's actually pretty funny. The cheese attracts him and the cat will repel him. Repel him right into his house. Not so bad. Work on my multitasking. Oh, here's where it's going to get tough. Start the blender, pop the jack in the box, and get the soccer ball into the recycling bin. Well, once you hit play, you can't really alter the scene. So I'm not really sure what kind of multitasking they're even referring to. What was the goal again? Start the blender, pop that. Alright, so no big deal on one hand. I think, right? Wait a sec. That will pop the jack in the box, no problem at all there. We need a couple more gears, I'd say. Okay. Well, if by multitasking you mean just setting up a bunch of gears, I guess I can get that much accomplished. That's not multitasking. Help Tim knock down his brother Tom's stick house. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Okay. Well, if we can mirror anything, which I'm sure we can, this is probably all we needed to do. Uh-oh. Except change the direction. Here we go, and for some reason, poor Tom's house gets destroyed by Tim's maliciousness. I feel bad for him, actually. Yeah, rightfully so. Tom is pretty upset at Tim for crushing his stick house. Help him knock down Tim's rooftop domino house. What kind of guy has a rooftop domino house? Huh. Alright, well obviously something is kind of taking place here. But what, right? But what indeed? Well, I'm quite confused to be honest here. No. Okay. Okay. Alright, alright. And this bowling ball is probably gonna... So this guy's gonna walk over, it's gonna pull this little stick out. Bowling ball fall down onto this conveyor belt. Hit the little fist. And the awesome rooftop domino house will endure its fate. These two brothers must be rivals. I almost feel a little bad for facilitating this rivalry. I mean, they look like they're twins. Tim and Tom found out that fighting doesn't solve anything. Why is it that every time a new level comes, it basically says what I've already said? That's funny. Help them work together to launch the rocket. Now, this is more my speed. Who wants to see two cartoon friends fight over a bunch of nonsense? Let's just get this rocket launched as a team. See, they're even sharing the same house now. Okay, well, first thing sure seems to be first. There's only so many things, there's only so many places, excuse me, that these things even should be going. Okay, and then obviously, so the bucket falls, starts the generator, which in turn starts this little generator, I guess, turns the light on, hits the candle, and, oh. Okay, and then this guy steps on the little timer, hits the ball into the hamster, and the candle, I guess, is gonna go under the brick here, but that's actually kind of weird. Like, you wouldn't think brick would be that conducive to heat to actually launch a rocket ship, but I'm supposing that that's what should be going on here, and that's it. I don't see how a candle can launch a rocket ship, but that's certainly what the puzzle is all about, and I enjoy the name here. Sibling Harmony. Indeed. And now the sky's falling. Tim just had to build his house in a dangerous construction zone. See if you can get him home in one piece. Alright, so it seems like these things are either going to block him or kill him. So, obviously, we need to hook up a little levee system here. And did I just do all that with 2 out of the 3 available ropes? Well, how else was that supposed to happen? I'm going to replay it quickly, like... Could this have done it as well? Can I just take the rope off of all these things and... Okay, well, hold on a sec. I suppose the alternative solution would be to do something like this. Hold on, get off of here. Get off. Get off. There we go. And then this one would do... Oops. Yeah, just sit there for a sec. No. Come on. There we go. Up and around. That's funny. So usually they only give you just the pieces you need to successfully solve the puzzle, but this is the first instance where I used 66% of the available items, and that was enough. There's probably a lot more like that I just never realized. That's interesting. I never considered that there could be more than one way to solve these puzzles. That's actually pretty neat. Okay, guard dog duty. Tim locked himself out of his sky fortress. Man, these guys have some interesting places. Have his guard dog open the door for him. Alright. Well, let's see here. Obviously, you need the whistle to do a little something. It's going to get the old hamster going, and, well, I'm not sure what this is supposed to... Okay. Well, if that is supposed to hook onto this... Oh, this is a makeshift door, I guess. Well, this is easy peasy, then. The old ball will pull the levee, and the slab will rise up, and our buddy will get home just fine. And I have no idea why there's a blimp in the background. But hey, who's keeping track? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you hanging in there through these tutorial levels with me, and I mean, this is a game all of in itself, just the tutorial section, and there's, I believe, an easy, medium, and hard puzzle range after this, so I'm not sure what's in store for me, but we're certainly making progress through the tutorial section, and if you've made it with me this far, I do appreciate your viewership very much. Thanks for joining me, and if you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'm always open to ideas. But until next time, this has been Bobby G. Thanks for watching.